You need to prepare a pre-war checklist in EU4 to ensure critical tasks are completed as wartime limits certain actions. Optimize your strategy with careful pre-planning. You need to check if you can lower autonomy. And why would you do that? Well, because from 30% to 5%. What that means even? That means that this number, autonomy, now gives with 7%, it gives 7% less production, 7% less tax, manpower, sailors, force limit modifier, naval force limit modifier, and local trade power, half of that. So basically, by lowering your autonomy by 25% that we did, think of it this way: if you lower 4 provinces by 25%, you basically gain 1 province because of the strength of autonomy. Second thing you need to check is seize the land. You need to seize the land every 5 years. You can press it and then you can see that it will be in 5 years down there. You even maybe want to postpone the war for a few months just to get seized land active. Third thing you need to do is provoke the rebels. So provoke the rebels. You maybe want to do the provoke the rebels so they don't raise up when you are in the war. And they, for example, if you have a bigger countries and you need to fight on this side, but the rebels come here and then you need to move all the army down here and it just slows you down. But maybe you can also use the rebels in your wars. For example, if you know that you will not have controls over your lands, it's better to leave the rebels and then your enemies will go and fight the rebels because they will want to capture your territory and they will grind their manpower like that. Fourth thing is to buy or sell or give the province away. Good example of that is Maine as England. If you want to and you should go to war with all of these nations and you will change these wars and you will attack, you will be in wars for around 2 maybe more years from the start of the game, and to ensure that France doesn't attack you, you can give the Maine to Brittany or sell it to Brittany. Then you will postpone your war with France. If your ships are protecting trade, privateering, hunting pirates, exploring, anything of this sort, you can check that by looking at this order over here. So in navals, this will be all the ships. I can just split the ships and then you will see you have more ships, and then I can order other ships on other tasks, and you can see here the tasks are different icon, so you know which ships are doing what, and you can pull them back into the port if you need. Talking about ships, you maybe also want to catch enemy ships off guard, gank enemy ships. So if the ships are out in the sea and doing stuff, you can prepare your ships to attack it on the day of the war. They will not have the upkeep on 100% and they will not have all of the ships in one spot, so you can gank their light ships and destroy them, and maybe even the other ships if they are hunting for pirates, or in the case of pirates down there if they are pirates. If you need to core the province that the person that you are going in war into have a core, you need to core that province. An example of that is Ravenna. As any of these nations, if you attack and take the Ravenna and immediately chain war or go into war with Papa, and you didn't core the Ravenna immediately, you will not be able to core the Ravenna. So maybe don't chain the wars, but wait for a few months or at least for a day so you can core the province. Talking about the vassals, if you want to vassalize somebody diplomatically, you will need, of course, 190 opinion, but country must be in peace. So if you want to do it, you need to do it before the war. And then because you need to wait 10 years to annex them, you also in annex, you want to be outside of the war to annex somebody. So you need to aim for this because annexation times take long, war take long, so you need to plan for it. Also, you can do also one more thing. If you don't want to wait, you can go and scutage the vassal, but you can scutage it only if you are out of the war. So you need to also look for the scutage for the vassal, And then if you want to take or give the province, why would you, for example, give the province? Budget Mom did a great video of playing as Byzantine, and I will take this example. So if you take as a Byzantine Epirus, and then you want them to be trapped on this island, the Turks, and you scootage the Epirus so they don't go to war, and then the Ottomans are trapped on this island, and you can conquer the Ottomans, no problem. Also, one more thing that you can do with vassals is to create a subject. To create a subject, you need to be in peace. And creating a subject is sometimes crucial to do it before that war, because you plan to chain the wars, and in the other war, you need to attack somebody that is your subject as a core. So sometimes it's crucial. Next thing, we will talk about diplomacy. We have a bunch of things we need to do in diplomacy. First of all, offer alliance or royal marriage you need to do before the war. Your rivals, you cannot do the rivals, you need to do them before the war, and I like always putting rivals that I'm actually in wars with. Vital interests are also very important in wars, before wars, because in war, if you, for example, you ally England as Burgundy and then go to war against France, and you vital interest some of the French land, you have a possibility that England will give you this land if you were participate. But also you have some other plays with province of interest tactics, but that will maybe be another video. It's too complicated for now. If you want to sell the ships to somebody, you need to do it before the war. If you want to issue embargo to somebody, you need to do it before the war and before you have truce with them. So, but it's only if you are going into war with that person, not with some random nation. For favors, if the nation that you are allied with goes to war, then you cannot ask for favors. So if you are calling your friendly nation to war with you, you need to ask for favors if you want to. Also, one very important thing you need to do is to cancel military access with somebody you will go to war with, because if you have military access and they are called into the war that you will be in, you will lose step because you had best deals and you attack the person.